Hello everybody, I'm Sharpened Blade, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the Monterey Bay Knives Pinscher. This is a Ray Laconico design, as you can tell from the spine of the blade, if that's going to show up. Ray Laconico. Always nice to see that on the spine of the blade instead of plastered all over the blade itself. There's really not much for, branding on this other than on the back side with the little MBK logo right there. So that's nice. I like that. You're looking at a price of $215 USD, and for that price you're getting M390 blade steel and titanium scales, back spacer, and milled pocket clip. They do a great job on the pocket clip. They do a lot of, it's probably not going to show up real well here, they do a lot of really intricate milling work down in here. It's just a great looking pocket clip, and it works well too. It's got a nice, get my fingers out of the way here, it's got a nice spring to it. I haven't had any trouble pulling this in and out of the pocket while I've been carrying it, which I have been carrying it quite a bit. So you're looking at a blade length of 3.5 inches, handle length of 4.5 inches. You're looking at an overall length of 8 inches, which makes this pretty much a full-size EDC knife. The blade thickness is 0.125 inches, and it's a flat grind, not a full flat grind, but it's still very slicey. Goes through cardboard very easily. While we're looking at the blade, it has a satin finish on it. It's got a nice swedge here, looks really cool. And the handle, like I say, titanium. The hardware is all T8, which is excellent to see. Like that a lot. Even on the pocket clip, it's all T8. This is T6, but you don't touch that. Don't do anything with that screw. The rest of it is all, it's great, just one bit. Take it apart, don't have to worry about stripping any screws. Excellent to see. More companies need to do that. It is a frame lock. It has a, let's see if I can show it well enough. You can tell from that screw. It has a block bar insert and an over travel stop, which is also nice to see. You see that on a lot of knives, so which is great. Some companies don't do that for some reason. These days, definitely should. If you got a titanium frame lock knife, definitely should, or carbidize it, but do something so you don't get lock stick. You've got some jimping on the flipper tab here, which is nice. It's just enough, you don't really feel it, but it's just enough to keep your finger in place, and you can really have an easy time of deploying that blade. It has a lanyard hole right here. Kind of wish they didn't have that. If they could have put like a little pin in the back spacer, that would have been great. But for all of you that like lanyards, there you go. Now, what do I like about this knife? Well, it's, as you've seen, it has a fantastic action, and that's pretty much my favorite part of this knife. I love how easy it is to deploy this knife. It's easy to disengage the lock, and it drops shut very easily. You just need to give it a little shake for it to get past the detent and go home, because it has a nice strong detent. It's not, now when I say strong detent, I don't mean it's a hard detent. It's a strong enough detent that it flies open very easily, but it's not something that you really have to press hard to get around the detent, if that makes sense. You just press on it and it opens. It is so nice. It's a pleasure to fidget with, that's for sure. I really love this knife. Now, the reason why I like this more than the other Monterey Bay knives that I have is because of the size. When I first started collecting knives, I was really into like a 4-inch handle, 3-inch blade. But I'm kind of gravitating more towards 4.25, 4.5 inch handle, and the blade could be anywhere from like 3 to 3.5 inches long. But I like the length of this handle. it fills my hand. Like, I could have a bigger hand. I just wear a medium-sized glove. I could have a bigger hand and this would still feel comfortable. I still have room here. And if you had a really big hand, you could always put your pinky down here and you know, hold it like that. You can choke up a little bit here by the flipper tab. You have to be careful with that. There's no jimping here, but you can do that if you want to do fine detail work. However, this grip right here feels great in hand, my left and my right hand. You can feel the pocket clip, but it's not a hot spot by any means. Like I said before, they do an excellent job milling this, and it's also contoured a bit, just like the scales are. The pocket clip is contoured, and all their pocket clips are the same, I believe. From what I've seen and experienced, they're all the same pocket clips, which is, I kind of knocked Civivi for that. I got tired of their pocket clips, but these pocket clips are really nice, and they sell Damascus pocket clips as well. They don't have any available right now, I don't think, but you know, if you wanted to spruce it up a bit, you could. But still, really nice pocket clip. They do an excellent job on them, and you can feel it in your hand, but it's not a hot spot. So ergos are great, solid, awesome. And the reason why I like the ergos on this more, not that my other Monterey Bay knives have bad ergos, it's just that they're a bit smaller. So this is a little bit more comfortable in hand for me. Those other ones are still comfortable, but this just has more real estate to make use of. If that makes sense. I'm pretty sure it would, though. But yeah, for $215, all the little details that you get on this, fantastic. Like the cutouts here for you to really, so you can get your finger in there. It's very comfortable to disengage, and the action is fan-freaking-tastic. This is on bearings. It's just so smooth, and so drop shutty. Really, I didn't do anything to this. It just came like that right out of the box. It might have broken in a little bit to get a little more smooth, but really it's been like this since day one. So I've been really happy with it, and also the sound. It's so snappy, and it's just a nice, and when it falls shut and goes home, a nice little click. It's just a great sounding knife. It's a great looking knife, great feeling knife, a great performer when cutting things, and it's just overall, I just really love this knife. It came super sharp, like I say, it's nice and slicey, and it looks fantastic. Some people find Ray Laconico's knives to be, I don't want to say boring, but I don't know, just not interesting, I guess. And to be honest, yeah, I went through a phase where, yeah, I kind of like the more flashy knives. But I mean, the thing with Ray Laconico Designs is that he doesn't need to try hard. Like, I'm sure he tries hard to make good designs, but he doesn't need to add a whole bunch of random crap to his knives to make them interesting looking. Like, I find this really interesting looking. You know, you just have a little angle here and swedge on the blade. I mean, there's more to it than that, but I mean, like, just look how attractive that is. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's simple, it's elegant, it's just, his knives are just, they don't need a lot of stuff going on to look good, they just look good. So, I really like his design language lately. And looking back, I kind of went through my knives, some of my older knives, and I came across the Kaiser Ursa Minor, and that thing was my first premium knife, and it's a Ray Laconico design. So I've always kind of liked his designs. It's just lately, right now, I've just really been into them. So I have 5 or 6, I think 5 right now, of MPK's knives. They're all Ray Laconico's designs, and I've got 5 more coming. Some of them aren't. 5 more MPK knives coming. Some of them aren't his designs, but most of them are. I've just really been into his designs lately. They're just so simple, and they're just, I don't know, they look great without having to try hard with like a lot of weird angles and random junk that doesn't need to be on a knife. So I just really I like his designs. I love the overall fit and finish of their knives. Like, everything is just spot on. For $215, it's hard to find a knife that would be like a better value, because you're getting like Sanford Owen and Ray Laconico own this company, Monterey Bay Knives, and you're getting an awesome designer, you're getting awesome materials, awesome build quality for a reasonable price. Like, honestly, I don't want to say this, but they should be charging more for their knives. It's just crazy. Now this one here, this model, the Pinscher, it comes with inlays too. You can get them. I missed out on one. It looked amazing. I saw pictures afterwards. It looked absolutely amazing. It was so their inlays kind of go right here. It's just on the one side, just on the show side, and they usually, from what I've seen, they have the ZP 189 or whatever, ZDP 189. I think that's the name of it. I don't have much experience with that steel, so that might not be the right name, but if it's not, I'll just edit that in. But yeah, so it looks really cool, and it's only like, so it's $215 for this one, and it's $240 for the upgraded version with the inlays and the ZDP 189 blade steel. That's the one that's like laminated, like two steels, and it's got like that line there, so it it looks really cool. But yeah, the one I was looking at, or the one I was interested in, was was the gold camo carbon fiber. It looked fantastic. Now they have some white storm fat carbon fiber. I think the other one is fat carbon as well. But it's like a really cool, like, nice little touch. I'd love to get one of those sometime, just, you know, as an upgraded version of this. But I mean, really, for another, my math's really bad right now, $25? Is that all it is? Yeah, for those upgraded, like, touches, like, that's, yeah, $25. That's amazing. Like, the prices are great. Really reasonable prices. So yeah, keep an eye on the website. He will randomly, that's another thing I love about Monterey Bay Knives. They have a tab on their website called Buried Treasures, or NOS. I don't know what NOS means. Maybe not on sale? I don't know. Not ordinarily on sale? I don't know. But it's called NOS, or Buried Treasures. And they release, like, kind of limited edition knives on there. Just keep an eye on his Instagram. Sometimes he puts pictures up of knives that had just hit the website, and also keep an eye on his website. But yeah, lots of really cool designs, lots of nice knives on there. I'll leave a link in the description of this video to Monterey Bay Knives website and to their Instagram, because you might as well go. If you're not following them, you gotta follow them, because if you like Ray Laconico's designs, and they also have other designers that work with them too, but if you like the look of Ray Laconico's knives, you gotta try out an MBK knife. It's just fantastic for the price. They're hard to beat, and really, like, look how nice and clean and sterile this is. I can't get over it. They have, like I said before, they have the Monterey Bay Knives logo there. They have Ray Laconico on the spine, and then right here they have the M390 right there on the blade. So you don't see anything other than just the MBK, which is fine. It's just small. Their logo looks cool. It's just a small little logo on there. Like, here, wipe the fingerprints off again. It's just a great looking knife, and all their knives look great. But I guess this has kind of turned into a rambly video. So anyways, yes, before I start rambling too much, check them out. They're definitely worth taking a look at. Try out a knife for the price. Really hard to beat the value you're getting with their knives. Yeah, this has been my look at the Monterey Bay Knives Pinscher. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.